guys, it's Saul again, and today I'm coming to you with my first Q&A video. Recently, on July 3rd, I had my first Booktube anniversary, and it has been an amazing year. I just wanted to first of all thank you guys all for just watching, for commenting, for being my friend, for meeting you in real life. For those of you who I've met in real life, it's just been an amazing first year journey here on Booktube, and yeah, I just wanted to give back with this Q&A, kind of let you guys ask me questions, and then I will be announcing the winner of the giveaway at the end of this Q&A video. I wanted to thank you guys for all of your questions and everything. You guys asked some amazing questions. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and start this really quick because it's probably going to be a long video. The first question was from Dices19, Hearts Books, and she asked me what my favorite book was before Booktube and what my favorite book was now after a year on Booktube. My favorite book before Booktube was definitely 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. That was an absolutely great book, a book that I read back in my senior year in high school and has stuck with me since then. And now, a year after Booktube, it's a tie between two of them. It was a little hard to kind of narrow this down, but it's probably either between The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern or Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. I absolutely loved those two books that I will definitely be rereading. I'm already planning on when I'm going to be rereading them, so they are definitely my top two books right now. Now the next question is from Melissa Patton, and she asked, what is my wife's favorite book or a book that we both love? So there's a couple of different books or series that we both really enjoy. I don't think she has one favorite book, but a book or a couple of series that we've both really enjoyed together has definitely been The Hunger Games. We both read that one years and years ago and absolutely loved that one and connected with that one, and we loved that one so much. Another series that we're both reading that she kind of currently finished was The Lunar Chronicles. I started The Lunar Chronicles and I'm enjoying that one, and she's read through that one, so we kind of share our enjoyment with that series too. Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell we both read and absolutely loved. And then the Dart of Spoken Bone series, which she's currently reading. I'm only one book into that one, but we're really enjoying that one. And I love kind of discussing kind of everything that's going on, and she's ahead of me, so she knows kind of what's going on, and she likes kind of hearing my theories to see what I'm guessing with everything that's happening within that series. So that's definitely a couple of series that we have kind of really enjoyed. Now the next question is for April Sarah, and she asked me two questions. First one is what your favorite kind of bookmark is. My favorite kind of bookmark is probably the little clip-on, little magnetized things that go up on the top. I think they're convenient, they're nice, but you lose them very easily because they're small. But I think they're cute and they're really convenient to kind of clip on the top of your book, and the ones that kind of look the best. So my favorite ones so far are those little clip-on magnetized ones that go on the top. And the next question, she asked me if I could have any kind of animal companion, what would it be? This was an extremely hard question because I really like penguins. I don't know how much fun a penguin would be, so maybe some kind of like tiger or a jaguar or some kind of large cat type animal I feel would be very cuddly if they weren't, you know, wild and wanted to eat me. So probably a large cat type animal, or a wolf, who knows. Now the next question is from Cherie Lampley, and she asked what my favorite TV shows were. Now this is an extremely hard question because I have so many currently favorite TV shows and everything, but I think favorite show of all time, because it holds so many great memories to me, is probably Lost. And that series to me was just great. Like, it brings so many memories. I was watching it with a whole group of friends, so we every week would kind of discuss what was going on. We would have season premiere parties and season finale parties and just like come up with all of these different theories and just watch it together. And it was just a great experience to have this show where it was like 8 or 9 of us that would kind of like talk about it every week, and it was just a great experience to kind of have this show that brought this kind of group of friends in real life so close. And that's probably my top favorite. I know it's very confusing, it's probably not the best show I've watched, but it's definitely the one that holds kind of the best memories to me of watching that series at the time. Now the next question comes from Little Koala Books, and she asked what has been your favorite original Spanish language novel that you have read, and if you've also read that book in English, in the English translation, how does it differ? Now the only book that I've really read in Spanish and in English has been 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, and like I said, I absolutely loved that one when I read it in Spanish. and it was just great. And I kind of recently, or sometime, I think it was last year, I purchased the book in English and started reading it, but I was really distracted going through a lot of things at the time, so I put it down because I wanted to focus on it more. So I'll definitely end up picking up later on this year to kind of go through that one again in English. So far, I don't know if it was because I read it so long ago, but I felt like it didn't feel like the same story as it did when I read it in Spanish. I loved it so much in Spanish, but then in English, I felt like it didn't have that same magic. But like I said, maybe it was because I was distracted. Maybe it was because I had read it. I think at this point it was like 12 years ago. So I don't know. We will see when I kind of pick it up again and read the whole thing again in English and see kind of what my thoughts and feels are. But so far, that's the only book that I kind of read in both languages. Now, the next question comes from Michelle Life, and she asked me what the biggest thing that I've learned so far about myself since beginning my channel. I don't know. Like, I thought I was an extremely shy person, but felt like I'm a little bit more outgoing, even though I'm still really shy and kind of tend to not really approach a lot of new people so much. It's kind of been easier for me to kind of approach new people and kind of get to know new people, and I kind of realized that going to Chicago for BookCon this past year, or this past May, that it was a little bit easier for me to kind of sit down and have conversations with people that I hadn't met before in real life. You know, that's probably the biggest thing that I've learned about myself, that I'm not as shy as I thought I was. I'm not as much of an introvert as I thought I was. So yeah, definitely the biggest thing I've learned about myself so far. The next question comes from the Bookie Wookie, and her question is, do I want a career in literature, and what are your plans? No, I do not want a career in literature, just because of the fact that I don't think, at least as a writer, I don't think that I would be a very great writer. I've written essays and short stories and things before that I'm not really happy with, just because I feel like I don't have the greatest vocabulary, so I can't really write something that's going to be brilliantly written or anything. And I don't know, I feel like I compare myself too much with other writers now, so as of right now, I have no plans of doing anything within literature. I don't know if I'd be a great reviewer or anything, because I feel like I can't really get all of my words out correctly or as I want them to, or as they kind of sound in my head. It doesn't come out the same way. So yeah, as of right now, no plans in literature or anything. Now, the next question comes from Chelsea Palmer, and she asked me what my favorite pizza is. Now, I feel like I would be cheating on New York pizza, because I grew up in New York State. We're surrounded by pizza shops and New York pizza everywhere. But Chicago pizza was just so good. So good. I loved it so much. So yeah, I mean, as far as toppings and stuff, give me meat lovers every day. Like, anything that has like bacon and ground beef and pork and chicken, and like, I love the meat lovers topping. But Chicago style pizza is just amazing. Now, the next question comes from Karen Arredondo, and she asked me this in Spanish, so I will read it in Spanish and answer it in Spanish, because it's only fair to answer her question in Spanish, and I will probably just add subtitles and everything to the bottom. So yes, here we go. Her question was, ¿te sientes más cómodo leyendo en inglés o en español? ¿Y en qué idioma te sientes que lees más rápido? Me siento más cómodo leyendo en inglés. El español se me hace más fácil en conversación. Ahora mismo yo hablo mejor el español en mi casa, pero fuera de la casa siempre es en inglés. So me siento más cómodo leyendo en inglés. Últimamente he sentido que puedo leer un poquito más rápido en el español, pero definitivamente me siento más cómodo ahora mismo leyendo en inglés. The next question is from Magali Marquina, and her question is, what is your favorite fantasy book series that I should read? So, favorite fantasy book series right now, I feel like, has been the Legacy of Kings series, Blood of Gods and Royals, and I've only read the first book in that series so far, but I just loved it so much. I'm currently reading the second one, and it is still so good. I don't know what it is about this series that just hooked me from the beginning. Literally from chapter 1 of book 1, I was hooked on what was going on, and the story, and kind of the characters as they were introduced was just fantastic. I've done reviews, I've talked about it on my wrap-up and everything for this, so yeah, definitely the Blood of Gods and Royals series has definitely so far been my favorite, but I really enjoyed the Throne of Glass series. I really loved the Grisha trilogy by Lee Bardugo. So yeah, but the Blood of Gods and Royals series is just by far, so far, been my absolute favorite fantasy series that I have read yet. And please excuse my sweating. It's like 90 degrees outside today. And the next question comes from Orthia NZ, and her question is, have I ever traveled to New Zealand, and what's been your favorite country to visit? No, I've never traveled to New Zealand, and my favorite country has probably been the only real country that I've traveled to outside of the US, and that is Canada. I live so close to Canada that as a kid we were there like all the time. So Canada so far is great. I love Niagara Falls and visiting Toronto and everything. So far that's been my favorite, but it's probably because it's been my only country that I visited outside of the US. Now the next question is from Minnie B, and she asked 2 questions. The first one is, what has been the most inspirational book that you have read and still gets to you when you think about it? As of right now, I don't know. It's been The Red Umbrella by Christina Diaz-Gonzalez, but I feel like it's because it's been so recent that I've read it that it kind of still sticks with me, and I still think about it so much because of the topic that it deals with. But also kind of anything historical fiction, and that kind of goes into the next question that she asks. And she says that, what is a book that we should read in our lifetime that you recommend? And I don't think I have one specific book that I would recommend, but a genre, and that would probably be historical fiction, just because of the fact that it deals with our history, things that happened in real life, things that kind of inspired certain events to happen, you know, throughout history and everything, and just kind of being put into these different circumstances within these stories, whether they be fiction or nonfiction, that kind of go deeper into what people felt, what people went through throughout these times. So definitely historical fiction, whether it be World War II historical fiction, or like part of my new project where it's like Latin history kind of things, but anything kind of historical, anything kind of meaningful that happened throughout time, where we're kind of transported back into that time and kind of relive these kinds of events through the eyes of these characters. Definitely I would recommend anybody read historical fiction, even if they are not into the genre. Definitely try and pick something up that has some kind of good historical foundation, has kind of that meaningful story, whether it be people's struggles through certain situations. I highly, highly recommend you pick it up. I'm new to historical fiction. I'm just recently now starting to really get into historical fiction, but it's definitely a genre that I will definitely continue to read and really, really enjoy because of that historical aspect to it, because it's things that happen in real life. So yeah. And the last question comes from Lulis from Chapters We Love, and her question is, if I can choose any author to write a story for me, who would it be and why? As of right now, I don't know. Maybe Lauren Oliver, because Lauren Oliver is a great, great writer, and I feel like she can do a great job with kind of writing anything. Like she's the kind of writer that I would probably read her grocery list and enjoy it, because of the way she writes is so great. So yeah, maybe Lauren Oliver. It's iffy, but Lauren Oliver, or maybe even Rainbow Rowell, because Rainbow Rowell does a great job at kind of bringing characters to life. So they're definitely 2 of my favorite, more kind of contemporary type authors that I feel like would do a really good job at writing a story or any type of story. So yeah, those are the 2 people that I think would do a really good job at actually writing a story. So that is it for my Q&A portion of this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys kind of learned a little bit more about me through this. And now I'm moving on to announcing the winner of the giveaway for $15 worth of book depository credit. So it's either one book up to $15, or you can choose multiple books adding up to $15, whatever it may be. Whatever you guys choose is up to you guys. So $15 credit toward book depository. I have put all of the names in my Jack Skellington mug, because I have no idea how to use Rafflecopter or any of that stuff. So they're all of the names. So I'm editing this video currently and realized 2 days later after I filmed it that it did not record the giveaway winner announcement. I have no idea what happened. I recorded everything and it just apparently stopped recording. So I'm just filming this last portion of it to announce the giveaway winner, and the giveaway winner for this giveaway is Melissa Patton. So congratulations, Melissa. You can just message me either here on YouTube or email me at latinlector@gmail.com and let me know what your choice is for your book or multiple books that you choose from Book Depository. $15 credit for Book Depository. Yeah, so just let me know and send me your address also, so that I know where to send you your books. So yes, thank you guys all for participating. Believe me, I wish I could give you all things and send you guys all books. It would be absolutely amazing for me if I can actually send you guys all books, but unfortunately I can only do one giveaway winner. But I am planning on doing more of these giveaways soon, maybe when I reach 500 subscribers, so who knows. But congratulations to you, Melissa, on winning this giveaway. So thank you guys all again for watching. I will see you all next time.